What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We going to start this Monday off with a quick video about Giannis Antetokounmpo. As you know, I live 1 to 2 to 3 minutes away from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where they just got the new arena. Giannis helped them make it to the playoffs the last couple years. They add Mike Budenholzer, a guy that won 60 games and it's over 60 games in the season. Then got Coach of the Year and made the playoffs in consecutive years after that, even though they were losing talent. He leaves Atlanta because it just wasn't a job for him. Plus, they was going in a rebuild. He didn't want to be a part of that. So he goes to a team with one of the top 10 players and up and rising rosters in the Milwaukee Bucks, and unleashes Giannis with a space full of shooters. You even have the center position shooting threes with Brook Lopez. You can also throw in Ersan Ilyasova, a dead-eye three-point shooter, respectable. And Giannis is at the point where he can do no wrong. Everybody's rooting for the guy. Everybody's cheering for the guy. Everybody wants to see him win. Everybody is on his side. He hasn't did anything crazy. He hasn't said anything crazy. He continues to work and work and work and add to his game, and you're starting to see the results. Still can't shoot as much as we thought he would, especially from three. He's shooting terrible, and he hasn't really became a great free throw shooter still. He's an okay free throw shooter, but not great. But that doesn't take away the hustle, the drive, and the it factor that Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to be great. Even though he still hasn't been able to shoot, he has been so dominant the last 2 years. Just getting to the paint and finishing when he gets there, that's something that you cannot take away from him. For him to be so predictable and for him to not be able to shoot, and you know that going in as a coach, you know that going in as somebody that's going to defend him, Giannis still beats you, still does whatever he wants to do, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's going to run at you and get to the paint anyway. He's going to run at you. You know he's going to do the spin. He's still going to dunk on you anyway, and there's not much you can do because he mastered a skill. His skill is getting to the paint, and he done added so many moves and so many finishes around that rim, whether it's just dunking on you, spinning on you, or even doing a Euro step, or even just going to the paint and just finishing with that length and that extension. Is not much you can do to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo, especially when he's at the top of the key and he can see the whole court because he's a 6'11" point guard. Sometimes they call him a point forward, and his ability to dribble and handle the ball makes him basically unguardable because players at his position either not long enough, tall enough, or they're too tall and too big where they can't keep up with the speed of him. And once he gets that first step, he blasts to the rim and gets that finish. And it has became a matchup nightmare so far. I'm watching a lot of Bucks games this year. Obviously, like I said, I live in Wisconsin. I don't live that far from Milwaukee. But this guy, you have to give him his credit. He hasn't been able to fill out the rest of his game, but he polished up a lot of areas. When he came into the league, he couldn't even handle the ball the way he handled it. When he came into the league, he couldn't even get to the paint the way he's getting to and finishing it right now. And at the same time, he wasn't a great passer or decision maker when he came into the league. And these are all things that he added. Plus, he's a guy that's a legitimate defender. He's a guy that can help and get blocks and steals. He can get deflections. Not only that, Giannis Antetokounmpo can definitely play great one-on-one, keeping somebody in front of him defense without fouling, and he can still contest shots. Even if you try to finish on him, he can finish with his length or block it in general. So Giannis has been able to maximize his abilities and continues to be great. And it's surprising how dominant he has become. He's taking full advantage of that 6'11", 242 body. And the scary part about Giannis that a lot of people continue to forget when you compare him to other players, Giannis don't turn 24 years old until December 6th. Once December 6th roll around, he will only be 24 years old. That means the sky is the limit. He has already become a good defender, playmaker, finisher, and at the end of the day, passer. And we didn't see him getting this dominant at all. We knew he would be a star. We knew he would most likely pan out, but we didn't see him being this dominant this young. And it did take him a couple years to get to this point, but he has only gotten better each and every year, and I have to give the man his credit. And now his team is winning. And when your team start winning, you start embarrassing people, and they blowing out a lot of teams. And Giannis doesn't even have to play the whole game because they've been so dominant and so unstoppable offensively, and their defense been kicking in. They long, they lanky, and they can get into passing lanes. But that gives you what the video is about, the MVP. Once you start putting up the numbers, you start getting the all-star appearances, whether you the number 1 or the number 8 seed. Some players even make it when their team not even in the playoffs. So he was able to make the All-Star game, but his team wasn't one of the best in the East. Now, with Mike Budenholzer and his new high-power offense and length and size and shooting ability, you can't help or double team or trap Giannis because he's one pass away. And he, like I say, especially when he's at the top of the key, he can see the whole defense. He can see what you're going to rotate. He can see if you're going to help. And then he just either finishes around the rim or make the pass, whether it's a dump off, lob, or even a three. He just made the game simple for Giannis. Do you? That's what Giannis does. Play your game, work to your strengths, and we're going to figure everything else out. And they've been able to do that this season. And Giannis has been putting up numbers that he's been putting up. He's dominant on the rebounding end. He's getting rebounds. He's taking out people in transition. And I can't say enough about him because, like I said, I do live in Wisconsin. I see him a lot. The guy looks like an MVP candidate, and all he really needed was his team to win, to thrust himself to a legitimate conversation. He made people talk about it last year, but his team just couldn't win enough games to make it serious. Now that his team is winning games and they're on pace to win over 50 games, and he's putting up numbers better than damn near everybody in the East besides Joel Embiid. Other than that, if his team can finish with a higher record than the Sixers, which is possible, and he can continue to put up the numbers that he's putting up and continue to win and obliterate people, it's going to be hard not to give Giannis the MVP award. And if he gets it, I can't really be mad at him. I can't really hate at it because he deserves it because he continued to put in the work and got to this point where the only thing he's missing is the shot, the jumper. Once he gets the jumper, if he ever does, he's going to be virtually unguardable because then if you sag off of him, he's just going to pull up and whack it. If you go under the screen or you don't want to help him, he's just going to pull up with the three and cash it. And when he gets to those points, there's nothing you can really do because you rather him shoot. But if he can shoot, you're going to give him a point anyway. Then you don't want to help because he has the shooters around him, so he can still get to the paint anytime he wants to. And if you try to wall him off, he can just do a fadeaway. If you try to wall him off, he can just do a pull-up. If you try to stop him, he can just shoot the three. And that's all he needs to do. And you've seen a lot of it like LeBron. LeBron has got so unguardable because he has confidence in that three, and he's not scared to take it, and he's not scared to do it. And now that he can do it, he's getting 30, 40, 50 points easily because 3 points counts a lot more than twos. But you have to knock it down efficiently. And that's what LeBron been doing these last couple games, and he's just been putting on shooting exhibitions. And I can see the same thing happening to Giannis if he ever gets that touch and that confidence to continue to believe and trust in that jumper. He's not there yet, but he's showing that he's one of the best players to ever play this game, talent-wise. But can he continue to polish it up, clean up his game, and continue to get better? That's something that he's been doing his whole career. So I think that that's been proven. But now it's just about winning. Can he win in the playoffs? Can he dominate in the playoffs like he's been doing in the regular season? That's going to be the biggest key. Yes, you got a new coach. Yes, you got to do offense. Yes, you got new players that fit your play style in a way that you want. You always want to build your franchise around the best player you have. And I feel like they're putting the right pieces around Giannis. It's just up for him to go out there and take the MVP. And that's the end of the video. I want to see Giannis take it. If he takes it, that lets you know that he cares about the MVP and he feel like he deserves the MVP. Right now, he's playing great. He's playing dominant, but he's still in the argument. I need Giannis to go on that stretch where he wants to show the world, I'm ready, I'm next, and it's my time. And if he does that, he can take home this MVP because the win's going to be there, the dominance is going to be there, the numbers going to be there. He just got to have that attitude, that mentality that, yeah, I'm in the conversation, but now I want the award. And I haven't seen that from Giannis. That's why I made this video. I seen that he wants to win. I see that he loves his teammates, but I haven't seen him thrust himself into that conversation, just take the throne. And when he does that, if he does it this year, because I feel like last year he got off to a dominant, crazy start, but he dwindled and became more deferring. He dwindled and became more of a team player, and his MVP numbers start going down. His regular season start going down. The Bucks start losing. If he really wants and believes he's the MVP, he has to go out there and put up the numbers, put up the dominant performances, and say, yes, Steph, Kawhi, KD, Steph are all in that conversation. But I feel like I'm better this season, and I feel like I'm the best player. And once he get that mentality to take over and go out there and obliterate his opponents and still continue to win games in a dominant fashion, then that's when he's going to be able to put himself into that MVP conversation, and then has the opportunity right now to take it and become the MVP. You know, we usually find out who the MVP by December and February because the season halfway over. Then it's just about staying healthy and maintaining your dominance. Giannis going to dominate, and his team is going to continue to win unless injuries happen. Other than that, Giannis has to put himself above these other players and separate from them. And once he does that, I think he can definitely have a chance to sway the voters and get the MVP. Right now, it's up for grabs for about 5 people. And until then, Giannis has to make sure he puts his name in that conversation. He did that. Now he has to take control of the conversation. And once he does that, the MVP is his. It's just him taking it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching the video. Check out my website at analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Like on Facebook to show support. Check out my Spreadshirt. There you can find t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, even things like water bottles, mouse pads, pillowcases, and even cell phone cases. Thanks for supporting the brand and the movement. Also, thanks for continuing to watch my older videos. Binge watch. I made a bunch of rookie breakdowns with actual footage. I made NBA breakdowns with players Donovan Mitchell and Joel Embiid. But I also cover the trades and everything on my channel. I cover everything NBA. And thanks for watching, binge watching. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis, I'm going. And let me know if you think Giannis can really win MVP this year.